Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review of Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 4, Episode 5, called Banned in the M.I.A. Who's banned though? We start off with Sukihana and Kill Bill having a date night on a rooftop of some apartment, restaurant, I don't know. And Kill Bill brought her there so he could ease her mind of everything that's going on with the whole arrest, the grand opening, and I guess we're gonna find out about her Instagram. So Sugi Hana, she's impressed because I guess when the people brought the food out, it looked good. The silverware is gold silverware, so she's like, "Oh, this is classy and stuff." And he's just like, "I'm just trying to do something nice for you, trying to, show you how much you appreciate it." He didn't say that word for word, but I'm just going from what I gather. So Sugi said it's been a week since she got arrested. She's getting over that, but now she done got banned from Instagram. She had over 1 million followers because of a post that she put that she linked from her OnlyFans to the Instagram. And I'm gonna assume I don't know what video it is. She put a lot of stuff on her OnlyFans. I don't have OnlyFans. So I don't watch what she be having on OnlyFans. But knowing how she is on Instagram and all other social media, I can only imagine how her OnlyFans is. All right. So she got that ban and she's hoping she could get it back for before the store opening so she could promote it on her Instagram because that's 1 million followers. So that's just gonna bring in the cash. Understandable. So Kill Bill and her, they just try to enjoy the rest of the night. She wants to do the Titanic, like Jack and Rose on the boat with the arms spread wide open. And I'm just like, okay, all right, Jack, come back. Okay, all right, whatever. We get to Ace and his nephew. They're hanging out. Xavier talks about how he wants to go visit. That's his nephew's name. Wants to go visit a white friend in his neighborhood. I guess he's walking in the neighborhood, and pretty much a Karen done harassed him, asking, does he live here where he's at? Is he here to rob a place and whatnot? And it's just like, yeah, because if I'm gonna rob a place, I'm just gonna be walking in the neighborhood with my face not covered. You can see my yes, lady, I'm coming here. Come on now. But this is not the first time we've heard of that, and Ace tells him that there's plenty of people who's going through that, and it's tough being a black man out in these streets because of these Karens and Kevins, as a friend told me. What did I tell her? Jim. I called him Jim, but I guess it's supposed to be Kevin. I don't know. Anywho, this is not the first time it done happened, and I guess that's when Ace goes into talking about having the right female in your life to hold you down, and that he mentions in the confessional that he also needs to support his girl Sheila as well as much as she supports him. I always trip over my words. Okay, as much as she supports him, and since he's been emotionally unavailable for her, so he needs to be more emotionally available because of the whole situation. When she had an anxiety attack, he wasn't there for her, so he needs to be more there for her. And the nephew agrees. He says he loves the nephew. The nephew says he loves him, and Ace appreciates that. So we move on to what looks to be the dramatic people of the season, aside from Amara Negra and her telenovela. Florence, Marlon, Gael, and whoever Gael's beach is. Florence and Marlon, they still on a break, according to Florence. But since they own a restaurant together, they still have to see each other. And Marlon is staying with a friend. Gael comes because I guess Gael's been avoiding Flo, but she comes so they can finally have this sit down. Gael was standing the whole time though, but to have this sit down. And let's see, I wrote a lot of notes for this. So what had happened was Marlon said, "What's wrong?" Asked Gael, "What's wrong?" She's like, It's time for Marlon to stop lying to her sister and tell the truth." And then I don't know if Marlon said something after that because I didn't write that. But she just like, "You fucked my girl." It goes quiet for 2 seconds. She's like, "Yes, yes." Yes, you fucked that girl. Marlon just like, just because someone's telling you something don't mean it's true. Gael tells Marlon, shut up. You need to shut up. And then Marlon's just like, girl, you just pretty much hype because everybody here, the cameras here and all that stuff for the TV show. Let's get back to Amani from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta for the TV show. So he's saying Gael acting crazy like right now because of the TV show. But in my head, I'm just like, no, I think that's how she is. She seems like one of those crazy people. She do. She seemed like she get hype whenever. She seemed like a crazy person. I don't think it's just for the TV show. Maybe it was more exaggerated for the TV show. But no, I think this is her personality. You know her longer than I have. And I've only known her for 5 episodes. So not even 5 hours. And I think that's how she is, Marlon. But anywho, what else? Oh my goodness. Gael says Marlon needs to stop lying. And then goes to tell us the last time he went to her house, he touched her butt. And I'm just like, does he go to your house without his wife? And he just touched her. Was that all? Are you sure that was all? Someone may mention like maybe they fucked, but I'm just like, he touched her butt. You didn't say that. Nothing of that. When did this happen, Gael? And you didn't tell your sister about that either? When he touched you? So I guess maybe his dick just probably slipped in your pussy too, and he just did that by accident too. Let me find out. Let me find out he done touched and fucked Gael by the end of this season. She didn't tell Flo. I don't know. No. Saying that out of the blue to me was just like, and the fact that Marlon admitted that he did it, I'm just like, he's talking about it was an accident because she had the same dress and the same hairstyle as Flo. Yeah, but even if that was the case, which I don't think it was, even if that was the case, Gael and Flo got 2 different body types. You don't know. Listen, y'all got 3 kids. Y'all been together 13 years. You don't know what your wife's body look like? What the shape of it from behind look like? Get the out of here, dog. You cap it at this point. Listen, you like, all right. I don't know who's gonna believe him. I don't even know if he believes himself. But he's telling all these lies. That don't even sound like a good enough lie to me. Not that any lies. I mean, Gael gets hyped. Gael's still hyped. She's been hyped for this whole thing, and she's just like, you need to, tell Flo the fucking truth. And Mom just like, you're not gonna judge me for stuff that happened in the past, but it's happening in the present now. Okay, Marlon, listen. The past and your actions is seeming like the past, which is the present. So you doing some fuck shit in the present that you was doing in the past. How we not gonna judge you from what you did in the past? Nigga, you had fucking bitches in Haiti that, and then you want to talk about you're not gonna judge me for what I did in the past. Like I said, not once a cheater, always a cheater. But what niggas like Marlon might as well be once a cheater, always a cheater. All right. Like I said, I still yip yapping. I'm not gonna go word for what people are saying, but pretty much Marlon was just getting over it. Because then Flo starts going to Gael like, why didn't you tell me? And she's just like, she kept the secret. It's not like she asked Marlon for the money. He just gave her the money and she kept the secret, but she's not going to keep secrets no more. And anything that happens, she's going to tell her sister right away. And Flo keeps asking, why didn't you tell me? Here Gael go, because you blind. Flo's like, what you mean by that? Gael's like, because if I tell you something, you're just going to be like, oh no, he wouldn't do that. That's my husband, da 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 da. Even if that was the case, which I kind of believe because she's still with him after 13 years and he probably done cheated multiple times in the past. Even if that's the case, still, why you kept this for 2-3 months? And what makes it more sneaky is the fact that he was paying you with some hush money. Like, listen, don't tell her that. Listen, what she don't know won't kill her. Don't tell her. Marlon, like I said, is over. He gets up. He took to walk away. Gael gets upset, throws a water bottle at his head. I'm just like, oh, domestic violence. Not really, because she's not with him. but I'm pretty sure she probably fucked him. So violence nonetheless. Because if it was the guy who threw a bottle at a female's head, everybody would be up and roar. But because she done did it, it's nothing. Because at this point, this is one going on a dramatic commercial break, and it comes back, and Flo goes off on Gael talking about why she do that. Gael admits that she fucked up, and I'm just like, yes, we can't say I fucked up as an excuse anymore, because at this point, that's just saying I'm sorry without change. Flo asks Gael, is there anything else that she wants to tell her? Gael's like, no. Marlon comes back, and Gael's just like, okay, I can't do this. I gotta leave. I gotta go. And then Flo talks to Marlon. And here goes Flo talking the confessionals thing. Gael can't keep a relationship, and she's just jealous of her and Marlon's relationship, and that's why she's trying to fuck it up. And I'm just like, ma'am, if anything, your husband is fucking up your relationship because he's fucking other bitches. Gael's just a fucked up sister for not telling you, but if anything, who's fucking up your relationship is your husband. Okay? If anything, Gael not telling you was trying to keep your relationship. Not making no excuses for Gael, because she fucked up for that too. But you should really be looking at Marlon because he the fuck nigga. But then again, like I said, I think Gael probably fucked Marlon too, so she fucked up too. But you need to, alright, you just need a clean house. Okay? Fuck your sister, fuck your husband, fuck the bitch that, fuck Gael's beach that fucked Marlon too. Get you some new friends. What's going on with you and Franklin? What's his name? Michael Benjamin. What's going on with him? You guys do anything after your little whining down in the booth with your singy, airy, moaning, sexual talking, singingness with his moaning? You gave that nigga blue balls? You didn't do nothing with it? What about him? What's going on with him? Because at this point, Marlon ain't it. He really ain't it. So she talks with Marlon. He's just like, don't listen to nothing Gael gotta say because she lying, and that, as her husband, Flo needs to trust him. And it seems like Flo believes him, even though later on she says she don't. But in that moment, it seemed like she's just trying to give in. Maybe she's sexually frustrated. Like, let me just get a nut out real quick, and I'll be mad at you tomorrow. I don't know. We don't know what happens, but we're going to move on to Suki Hana meeting up with Bobby. Bobby wants to know what's the tea with Suki with the whole jail situation. We're over that. And Suki just says she just got to stop fighting these hoes. Then she goes on to talk about her Instagram. It got banned, and I guess we found out Bobby's Instagram got disabled because of explicit content, and he had almost 1 million followers, and he's just talking about, he can't, did he have something coming up? But I don't know if he has something coming up, but pretty much him having his Instagram disabled, that's messing up his money, because that's how he gets booked. They go based off your audience, because they don't want to just see you in the club. No, they want you to tell people that you're in the club. And the more followers you have, the more of an influence you can make, which is understandable. So he thinks Suki should figure out what she needs to do before she has her grand opening, because Suki was just like, it may seem like I don't give a fuck because no matter what I do, it's going to come up on the blogs, which is true. Low-key is true. But at the same time, if you're trying to promote your business and stuff, I don't know if the Shade Room, the Shade Room going to post that, or Baller Alert, or whatever all these other blogs going to post that stuff. But having your own following and all the followers, then you'll probably get that word out there. So she says she don't know what she's going to do. She got to think about it, because I feel like when she's in the scenes, she has like a one mindset, like, nah, I don't give a fuck. But then when she's talking in the confessionals, it seems like she's more level-headed to think of, okay, let me think about what I want to do. All right. Bobby just said it's a big deal. She gonna need her account back if she wants to open up by Friday, because ain't no way she's gonna start a whole new Instagram account and get all those followers by Friday, which is true too. So we obviously we're gonna see what happens later. Anyway, we get to Joy visiting Trina, because Trina's gonna babysit her niece. And I don't know if her brother Snoop and his wife just went to the side of the house to wait, because it seemed like Trina don't know how to take care of kids, because he even asked her, do you know how to change a diaper? She said no. He asked her, when you wipe, do you wipe from the front to the back or from the back to the front? She's like, well, I'm going to assume for a baby, we would wipe from the front to the back because that's what we do as females. And he was just like, oh, okay, we'll see. You got that answer right, though, but we going to see. Soon as he leaves, it seemed like the baby don't use the bathroom. Joy like, I gotta go use the bathroom too. Don't leave Trina by herself. Trina's like, she kind of, you can tell that she don't be hanging around with babies that much. Don't really know how to hold a baby. So the baby just jerking and all over the place. And Joy finally comes back. It seemed like the baby was about to fall off the couch, but they call her, so she's good. And, when it goes on commercial break and comes back, Trina tries to feed the baby. Joy tries to feed the baby, but it looks like the baby don't want no food. Trina's like, how are we going to know if the baby's hungry or not? And I'm just like, Trina, you can't figure out how to raise a baby or take care of a baby by babysitting it for only like a couple of hours. It takes time. Obviously, I get it. You don't be around babies like that, so you don't necessarily know. And I'm not knocking you for it, because a lot of people really don't know because they don't be around babies like that. But it takes practice and you'll learn. And as Joy said, you'll get that maternal instinct. She's saying that Trina already has maternal instinct right now. And I'm just like, does she really? But she could learn to get the maternal instinct. And once you get pregnant, some people do get that maternal instinct. So I'm not even worried about Trina at this point, because Joy asks, like, is she ready to have a kid? Trina says she don't know. And how Raymond, he wants a kid, but she wishes he was with her so they could babysit it together, so you can see how hard it is, because at the end of the day, having a baby is hard, especially with her in the industry. It's hard. But Joy did mention nowadays it's much easier. It's like you're not looked different. You're not really looked differently for having a kid in the industry now as you did back then. So she thinks Trina could do it. Trina says she don't know. She got to think about it. And I'm just like, that's true. It's not likely to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have a baby. No, you gotta think about it. There's not no Suki Hana where you just gonna have 2-3 kids out of nowhere when you're still trying to do stuff in the industry. So I completely get it. Just keep thinking about it, Trina. And if you do become pregnant, because I did hear that you are engaged as of right now, listen, your baby gonna be cute regardless, because you cute, your mama cute, your family cute. So I don't got no nothing else to say about that. We get to Sheila meeting up with her sister Tiffany. Sheila's talking about how the meeting went with their mom and how she's awkward just like her mom. But as far as her mother-in-law with Ace's mom, they're still not on really good terms yet, because they still have a lot of issues to learn through and grow through. Sheila starts crying. Excuse me. The reason why she's crying is because she just feels like all her life she just doesn't fit in. Growing up, she felt like she didn't fit in with her family because she was like the only black girl. Now, being in a relationship, being married to Ace, she feels like she doesn't fit in Ace's family, because Ace's family, they grew up with the you got to be tough, you can't cry. Whereas she grew up where, yes, you can cry if you need to cry. So she's just feeling pretty much like the black sheep, and she's just trying to find her footing of how she could fit into his family. And she just feels like she might need to reach out to a therapist, because she has no one to talk to, because she can't talk to her husband because he's emotionally unavailable for her. And she's like, but that's okay. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's okay, Sheila. I don't think that's okay with you, because I feel like, or I know that, rather, I know you want to talk to your husband. Who doesn't want to talk to their significant others about stuff that they're having or going on with them? So no, I don't think it's okay. But in the meantime, yes, talk with your therapist on how to figure things out with your husband, to communicate in a way where he can better support you. So, and at the same time, you don't even tell him how he can support you, really, because we just seen that scene where you're telling him, you don't even talk to me, you wasn't there for me. Okay, so you want him to be there, you need to tell him how he can be there for you, especially for someone who grew up with the tough love of, no, you just got to deal with it on your own. Come on now. I know this is not your first time talking about it, because you seem like someone who would have a good communication, Sheila, with your husband. So don't be acting, doing all this for the cameras, okay? Because we actually like y'all as a couple, and we want y'all to stay together. So don't make the reality TV and Love and Hip Hop tear y'all up, okay? Please. We don't need that. So we get to Amara. She's miserable and depressed because, she done left out. It's been 2 weeks since she came back to Miami. So she don't know what to do. So with him, she's still figuring that out. Then she decides to go on Instagram Live to just have like a video diary, I guess, saying she wanted to reconcile with her father, but she thought it was going to be like the movies, but she didn't realize how much it was damaging for her mother because her mother don't want to reconcile nothing. And then she goes into how she was homeless. I think she said 24, 25, and living out her car. And then she goes into her career, and she hasn't catered to her career in a long time like she used to. And she wants to get back to the old Amara Negra. And then talks about thinking coming back to Miami was good for her. So her mom was right. And I'm just like, you just was talking about you was depressed because Alan's not there. But then it was good for you to come back to Miami because now it actually got you to think. Because, okay. All right. I just feel like Amara, she's got a lot of emotions going on here because we coming to the present, going to the back, then coming to the present, then thinking about the mama, then thinking about when she was homeless, and thinking about, oh my gosh, I need to get back to the old Amara. Listen, I get it. You could get through a lot of those thoughts within like 50 seconds when you're on your own. Did she necessarily have to go on Instagram Live? Not me. I would just think about that by myself because you ain't gonna see me out in these streets going telling you all my personal business like that because people are crazy. I listen to a lot of scary stories, and just to know, not that those things were any enough information for you to try to do anything, but still, you gotta keep a little stuff private, you know. Well, then again, her life is a whole telenovela, literally. My gosh, it's this is Amara Negra. This is Love and Hip Hop. This is reality TV. Why am I even talking? Okay, she does that whole spiel on Instagram Live. She had like 300 people watching it. To be honest, I was expecting more people. I thought it was gonna be like a 3,000 or something, but I don't know how much followers she has. I don't follow Amara Negra on mine, so I don't know. But I guess she was trying to do some one-on-one with her fans. Okay. Still on the Amara Negra, she said she gonna see her engineer, and she has an international collaboration going on, and she just has to get her part right. She had the beat from a Dominican producer, and she wants to add her own flair, her own lyrics, and verse to the song. So she gets in the booth to do her thing, and she's just getting flustered. It seems like every time she's trying to say a line or whatever, she just can't get the part. So she's just like frustrated. She goes to take a breather because she's overthinking it. She's overthinking everything. She just needs a woo-saw to just get in the right mindset, get in the right mind to go do what she has to do. Then she gets back in the booth. She kills it because when the engineer plays it back for her, I thought it was a good song. It sounded good, sounded hype. And of course, they had the dramatic ass music playing in the background showing like, oh yeah, she did it like a movie. And I'm like, you could have just left the dramatic music out. Whoever the producer is, you could have just left that out. But okay. Anyway, she do good. I like the song. She's happy with herself. Sounded really good. Great. We move on to Sukihana. Goes to her shop to visit her cousin that's getting everything ready for the grand opening. But because she doesn't have her Instagram account back, she's postponing the grand opening and tells her cousin this. And he gets upset. And he's like, I quit my job and came down here for you. It's like, I got bills to pay. How you going to do this? And Suki was like, you just need to figure out what you need to do in the meantime before we do the grand opening. It's like, she's saying it's not that big of a deal. But then again, I can understand from the cousin aspect. Like, yes, if you did leave everything to come down and to work for her, and something's not happening, you're kind of low-key getting furloughed in the meantime until she can have the grand opening. I can understand where it's like, okay, what am I going to do in the meantime? How am I going to pay my bills and my money and stuff like that? Like, are you not going to pay him from what he's been doing? And you're not going to pay him enough that he can't still eat or something? That's why I'm trying to figure it out. And she's like, oh, well, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. And he's just like, so I came down here for nothing. And she's like, yeah, you did. And so he pops the balloons and walks out. And it's like, first off, when I seen him. I'm just like, why you always seem sweaty in all your scenes? Because when I seen you here in this scene, this episode, and I seen you in the other scene last episode, you sweating. Like, I feel like, is the AC not on in the shop or something so they can save some money? Or do you just are you one of those people that just sweats very easily? I don't know. But he was sweating, and I'm just like, can someone get a towel? Producers, can we get him a towel or something, please? Please. So usually, like, she just seemed like she didn't care. She's like, at the end of the day, my mama told me to bring you down. She didn't say that to him, but she said that in the confessional. So she's like, oh, well, sorry. Sorry. And my thing is, when is the grand opening going to be? How long is it postponed for? For him to be like, what am I going to be doing in the meantime? So obviously, it's not going to be like for an extra week. It seems like you're going to postpone it for like a whole month or something. I don't know. But I'm just like, yeah, Suki, can you just give him something to hold him over in the meantime if you still want him to be your manager in a store or something? Because he seemed like his pockets going to be hurting. Unless if he's not good with money, then it's like, bro, that's on you. That you should always have a backup plan. Always try to be saving anything you can, any way, anyhow, any shape or form. So that way, if something like this happens, at least you got savings for a whole another month until you could come back and be manager for whenever she do the opening. We get to Flo. Her grand opening is in 2 days. And she still doesn't believe Marlon and doesn't trust Gael, and just she still has that going through her head. But then Gael says she's gonna come with a proof. And when she gets there, she calls her friend to talk to Flo. First thing is when the friend answers the phone or whatever. Gael says, "Okay, I have Flo here so you can tell her what happened." So then the friend says, "Oh, how you doing, sweetie?" to Flo. Flo's just like, "Don't call me sweetie. There ain't no sweetie over here, man." So the friend's just like, "Okay, I can respect that." So pretty much they asked, "Okay, tell us what happened. What happened that night?" What had happened was the friend was at the lounge, I guess their restaurant or whatever, with Marlon. They drinking, they talking, and I guess Marlon just bashing his wife, talking about when she be on the road, she don't be doing nothing. He's the one who be taking care of the 3 kids, getting everything situated in the house with the restaurant, all this, all that. So he's just frustrated. I guess they drinking, obviously. They talking and stuff. Next thing you know, he just bleeped her on the table. And I'm just going to assume maybe he ate her out or something, or kissing her and making out. Because she's like, he didn't penetrate me, but it's pretty much the same thing. And I'm just like, so he ate you out? Like, it got bleeped. So I'm just like, is eating out pussy something to bleep out on TV? I don't know. He didn't penetrate her, though. But he probably gave her oral, I'm going to assume. And Flo's just like, okay, why didn't you tell me? This girl just like, I don't know who that was. This girl just like, because I didn't know how to tell you. How do I come to you like that? Because she, in the beginning, she was, after she goes through everything, she apologizes. It's like, oh, I'm sorry for doing that because that's not what you do, to the wife and stuff like that, da, da, da. So that's when Flo asks, why you didn't come just tell me. She goes into the theatrics of, yeah, I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know how to tell you. And she goes crying and stuff, and Flo just calls her a bitch. She's like, don't come to me talking, crying and stuff like that when you know what you did. Damn well, she knew what she did. And Flo tries to reenact what the girl did. And I don't know if the girl ever said anything back or just hung up. But Gael was just telling Flo, calm down, dog, calm down. And not Gael, but Flo hangs up, I guess. It probably throws Gael's phone. I guess it breaks. And then Gael's just like, no, you broke my phone. Oh! And Flo's just not trying to have it. Flo goes off on Gael and just like, Gael needs to leave too because everybody on bullshit at this point. She's frustrated, understandably so. And Gael says, no, you need to be checking your man too. You getting all pissed off at this girl. You need to be checking your man. Flo's just like, no. She's just trying to break her relationship. Gael's just trying to break her relationship because she's jealous and this and that. And, she wants to break up the relationship so bad. Gael's like, yes, because he ain't shit. She didn't say that, but that's pretty much what she She was saying, Marlon ain't shit. Well, of course I'm trying to break a relationship with him because he ain't shit. He ain't doing shit to you. And Flo just like, get out of my store, and don't bring that bad energy to the grand opening. So I guess she's still invited to the grand opening, and I guess Marlon's still invited to the grand opening. Guy was like, you need to pay for my phone, but I guess since Flo broke it and she done left, and that's where the whole episode ends. And I'm just like, first off, we see in the previews next week he done touched another girl's ass, and I'm like, is this code for fucking? Because just touching ass, yes, it's kind of like I'm looking at you hella sideways, but at the same time, it's just See, the way Marlon be looking at his whole demeanor, his whole body language, he seemed like he fucked plenty of bitches out in these streets. You see, he don't be coming home from what she be saying. So I don't know. Gaia lying. She probably fucked Marlon. The friend Gaia's bitch is probably not sorry. She just doing a theatric because she knows she on TV. And honestly, if Gael didn't fuck Marlon, she mad that she wasn't able to fuck Marlon. Because if he's over at her house touching her ass and stuff, who's to know Gael probably trying to make a pass at him, and he was probably like, nah, I can't do this. I'll fuck your friend though. I don't know. That's where it ends. We're gonna see what happens next week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.